All right, it's that time. Official Chimaira rehearsals start in about a month for our upcoming summer festival shows, and I've got to choose some guitars and get them restrung and set up and start practicing and get all my gear organized and just ready for travel. Here is the current crop that I'm gonna choose from, I think. So that'll be fun to decide on that and get these guys set up here. I've got to get my pedal board and amp hooked up, and it's really amazing how fast I can do that. This new setup I've got going for my pedal board is just so streamlined, and it's just a quick, easy setup, easy travel for any environment, no matter where I am, just kind of plug and play. So I'm excited to talk about that, show it off. So let's get right into it. All right. So like I said, I kind of got it narrowed down to these guys here, and I think I've got it figured out. Many videos ago, when I received and set up the LTD M1001, I had said that I wanted to play this one live to check it out, just to see what it was gonna be like. And so I think I've determined that this is gonna be one of the two guitars I bring with me here. And what's interesting about this is it'll be my first time playing a Fishman live and in rehearsals. So I'm excited for that. And I know a lot of guys have been asking about my thoughts on the Fishman, and I keep saying I'll give a better breakdown of it actually after I use it live. So that's gonna happen here. I'm excited for that one. And then I was thinking about bringing out the Andreas Kisser because it's a badass looking guitar, and I thought it'd be fun. However, it's got the painted neck, which certainly isn't a deal breaker or anything, but I mean, all the M1000s I used to play, like pre-2006 at every show, always had a painted neck, and it's no problem. They're just a little bit stickier, but man, have I really just grown to love either the new, like, painted, see how this one's painted, but it still feels like satin. It feels exactly the same as this unpainted natural satin there. And this one, which is like a roasted, they just feel killer. And the SL2 MG, this Jackson right here, the green one, has that same feel. It's super smooth. However, this Jackson still has that somewhat kind of like, sticky. You could feel a little bit of friction. But again, it's not like it's a deal breaker or anything, but I think that's gonna make me pass on this one, at least for now. I thought about the Polar Burst there just because it's badass, and I've been really wanting to try it. I love the feel of this guitar, but I don't know if I'm feeling blue for these particular shows here. RA600, I've obviously done those. Those are tried and true. I know it's going to be perfect anytime. However, I'm already bringing this LTD, so now I'm kind of going in between the SL2 MG and the Virtuoso. I've been using the SL2 MG tons in a lot of my recent videos. I absolutely love this guitar, but for some reason, the Virtuoso is just calling my name. I brought it on our cruise shows last October, which is the last time we performed, but something happened in the travel or something, and the strings kind of fell, so the action was just a little too low, and it was a little bit buzzing. I started with this one during our first set, and I ended up just swapping it out like song 2 for the SL2 MG, which is the other one I brought, and I used this one exclusively for just the rest of that set and the next 2 shows we had on that cruise, and it performed beautifully. So why not go with it? Because I know it's gonna do great. It's just because I want to make the Virtuoso work. So I'm just gonna do a setup this time, and I'll be sure to check that out before I play. But I think I'm gonna go with this one here. It's just calling my name. The neck is amazing on it. It's slightly thinner than the SL2 MG. Not that I think the SL2 MG's neck is fat or anything. It's totally comfortable for me. It's awesome, but this one is just slightly more lower profile and actually matches the feel of this LTD M1001 a lot. This one's a little bit bigger, like this way it feels, but it's still a great feeling neck. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've used this on many shows now, and it's killer. But these ones feel a little more similar, and I'm looking, I guess, for that consistency if I switch between 2 guitars, if I need to, for different things. So that's it. Final decision. Good thing is also is that I'm gonna be like, I'll be using these in rehearsals for like 5 days. So I'll be able to test it out. And if something doesn't feel right, then I'll just come home and grab something else and try that. So that's the beauty of rehearsals, just getting used to your gear. I believe in that so much, just practicing with what you're gonna be using when you're playing live. So there are no surprises. So that's kind of like my mantra there. So I'm gonna go with them and we'll see what happens, and hopefully it's successful. Hopefully we can look back on this after some fantastic shows and be like, that was the right decision. So anyways, let's get them strung up. I'm just gonna do like a time lapse, not gonna walk through a whole big guitar setup here. I got plenty of videos where I'm showing that off, you know, so we're just gonna do like a quick little, just cool little time lapse edit here. And next time I talk to you, I'll have 2 guitars set up and ready to go, and we'll get into the pedal board and amp setup. See you there. Okay, got that done, finally. Wheeling the old Gator Dual Vault. All right, it's looking good. Got the M1001. It's gonna go just like that. Got the Virtuoso. It's gonna go just like that. I don't like putting these in with the whammy bars, but just doing it for right now. Actually, it worked out just right, as a matter of fact. Huh. No, this one, yeah, I feel like it's pushing up against there. I'm gonna take that out. So I typically store these, no whammy bar. And I got a little case I put up there, you know, that I hold like stuff like whammy bars in. Don't have that going right now. But anyways, whew, 2 guitars set up like that. I forgot to do the intonation, but I wouldn't say forgot. I didn't do it. Not that you could see in that time lapse, but I like to do the intonation the next day after the strings have had time to sit there overnight and stretch out. I even like to play them for a day. That's how you get the best intonation, because if you intonate even when you know, the strings are still stretching a little bit, who knows how true that's gonna be. So I like to wait till the next day. So I'm doing that, but we got the guitars done. We're gonna go get the pedal board, man, but it's Miller time. Not actually Miller. I'm a big IPA fan. I've been enjoying jalapeno beers lately. That little spice, like a jalapeno margarita or jalapeno beer. Cheers, guys. Ooh, it's killer. This one's called Masthead. Just saw it at the store, got it. Don't know anything about these guys. Oh, it's from Cleveland, cool. Anyways, cheers. All right, let's bring in this pedal board. All right, I don't think I've opened this since the cruise, which was in October. Chimaira did that Headbangers boat cruise, that Lamb of God Headbangers boat cruise. And so anyways, this is my my carrying case here, at least for that type of stuff. I have the big plastic one that I'd take to local shows, or if we had like a trailer, we're traveling with a bus and stuff like that, I'd take that so I can take my workstation as well. But this just handles this. This is a Diodario, I forget, Expand, something like that. Everything I mentioned is gonna be listed in the description below in case you wanna do this same type of setup, because it's killer, you'll see. If you're a traveling musician, or you just wanna make your stuff easy, this is the way to go. All right, there it is. All the cables in here, this is so heavy. I know well, you'd have to feel it for yourself, but all my cables are in there. Let's go ahead and break some of those out. So this whole setup, check out how slick this is gonna be. And I haven't done this, like I said, since October, so 7 months. So I'm out of practice setting this up, but you're gonna see how easy it is. It's literally 2 cables for any rig that I come across. So I show up at a festival, they typically we had what's called advance our backline. We tell them what amps and cabs we want there, everything from drums, you know, keyboard stands, you know, just everything you can think of. We advance that stuff and we want it waiting there so we don't have to travel to the festival with that stuff. And they have like a big array of backline equipment too, because lots of bands are doing the same thing. Some bands want, you know, 4 Marshall cabs. You know, we ask for Boogie or comparable, you know, but I'm fine with anything with PV, Marshall. I'm fine with anything actually. And I'm not really using a head, although I still get a 6505 or a 5150 or a 5152 just to have as a backup because I'm using the Seymour Duncan Power Stage. But if I need a backup or for whatever reason, I still have a head there, and it can also serve as a backup for Matt if he happens to go down. Anyways, power cable, or no, speaker cable and power cable. A few extra cables in there. So that's cool. Let's pull this out. So my whole thing just pulls out like this, and literally that's all I need. Oh, except for the wireless pack. Okay, that's good to go. All right, so we'll do this. This thing needs to get cleaned up a little bit. One of these knkshields, pretty cool. They make them for the Quad Cortex, obviously Fender Tonemaster Pro, all that stuff. knkshields puts like a plastic shield on here. You can peel that off if you need to touch the touch screen. So pretty cool. So let's get the power going because it takes a sec to fire up. So my whole thing just has this little guy, and I'm gonna plug in right here. Boom, that's ready. Plug in here. We've got power. Oh, there it goes, it's powering up. You can see that right, good. Now the speaker cable, I'm just gonna go directly to the cab. Okay. There. All right. I'm gonna go plug this in at the back of my cab here. And just like that, it is ready to go. Let's see. That is ready. I should be totally ready to go here. In theory, we'll see. All right. And a pick. And a guitar. And the wireless. Does it still have juice? We're gonna find out. It appears to. Yep, we got action there. Good, battery's still pretty good. Now, oh, I see the power stage isn't on. There we go. Usually it's, oh. Seems a tiny bit bright and crispy. Let's see what the Virtuoso, if it sounds exactly the same or sounds different. Still a little bright and crispy, but a little warmer. So I'll be checking all that kind of stuff out, you know, judging the EMG versus the Fishman. But right out the bat, EMG, tried and true. So this is the exact same tone, and I'm kind of sitting in the same position as that one short I have that's very popular. A lot of people like the sound where I'm back at Spider for was probably the boat rehearsals, where I'm showing off the ToneMaster Pro. I'm sitting just like this in front of my cab. Maybe I'll put it on the side of the screen here. This is the exact same setup. Although, maybe I have a different cab in that video. I don't know. Let's hear a couple tones. Lead. Harmony. What's this one for? Let's see. Let's see. Octave. Oh, we know this one. Or clean. I'm out of practice. Literally, this is the first time I'm playing any of these songs, and none of these were even playing on the upcoming shows, or well, maybe, I don't know. But I haven't started practicing the set. Probably do that. Start tonight. So anyways, the whole point of this was for me to get ready to play these shows. And so what I do is typically I get all this set up, and then, like after dinner, every night for the month leading up to rehearsals, I'll come down, spend a couple hours playing the set. So I haven't gotten started with that. I'm not warmed up, not proficient with the songs completely. I mean, they're all there. Just got to get the muscle memory back, build up the strength in the forearms, a couple solos and stuff where I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I do this, stuff like that. So anyways, not very good right now. Crunch. Not playing that one. I wish we were. Haven't played this in a long time, so it's gonna suck. There it is. Something like that. What else we got? Bank up. Ooh, we go to A. We're also at a very low volume right now, so the full just oomph of the tone, isn't quite there yet. This is very quiet, actually, in the room. But, excuse me. Hey, that masthead. A lot of guys were asking if I'm using the pitch fork pedal, which I had that big video on a couple weeks ago. That's what Matt and Jim have been using, but I do the exact same thing within the ToneMaster Pro. But I got the pitch shifter pedal just to have a backup. Like if my ToneMaster Pro were to go out during a show, we couldn't do the A or B songs. So I could break out the pitch fork just in case, or Matt and Jim could use it as a backup just in case. So that's the reason I got that thing. But I do my pitch shifting within the Toastmaster Pro. But if I didn't have this, I would do it through the Pitchfork. We also have B. So, yeah, flange. So it worked just like that. Ready for the shows, actually just ready to start rehearsing. And that was the point of this whole thing. Tomorrow, I'll intonate these bad boys, make sure my straps are ready, get this into position kind of over here, and get the set list up on my computer there. Get the set list in iTunes, and I'll kind of just play along with it. And that's how it's gonna go. And I'll be ready to rock you guys. That's my absolute just number one thing. I want to be awesome every night. So I just want to, I want the band to rip. You know what I'm saying? So I hope it does. I hope you guys enjoy us at Milwaukee Metal Fest. That's the first one. Then we'll be a little more comfortable for the next show in Daytona 2 days later at the, is that Welcome to Rockville, I think? Maybe. And then that's it for a minute. And then like a month or two later, we're in Louisville. And then a couple weeks later, we're out in Sacramento for that Aftershock. What was the Louisville? Louder Than Life? Something. You can check Chimaira.com. All the information's there. So that's it. If you made it this far, boom, appreciate you. Just going through my rig. I would have done all this stuff anyways today, so I figured I'd turn on the cameras and what the heck. Anybody that wants to watch can. Appreciate you. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that like button for the algorithm. You know, I was watching a Graham Stephan video today. You guys watch him? He's like finances, you know, stocks, real estate, stuff like that. But this guy, he's got 5-6 million subscribers, and he still puts a big emphasis on likes and subscriptions. Please like the video. It helps the algorithm. He says that every single video, and he's got 5 million subs, so it obviously means something. So I'd appreciate it. Obviously, if you've made it this far, you probably like this video, unless you're just watching to hate. I don't know. But please go ahead and do that. Check out my guitar instructional DVD, shipping with 10 free of my custom guitar picks, worldwide shipping, free shipping. You can't go wrong. For 25 bucks, I know nobody wants a DVD. Who's watching DVDs anymore? But you get the picks, and it's gonna be cool. And my Patreon community, man, I could use your support. Please check that out. Patreon.com/RobArnoldWorld. You see all my videos early. Get your name mentioned in the first comment that's always pinned in the video. Direct communication, if you'd like to message me, talk about whatever, I'm there. You know, you got a guitar question, whatever, I'm there. So check that out. Again, patreon.com/RobArnoldWorld. It's a wonderful community. You know, the comments and the likes for every post and stuff like that blows away Patreon communities with hundreds or thousands of members and stuff like that, because my community is real and I appreciate every member that's in there. All the guys always commenting, interacting. I love that. We just talk gear, talk music, all that kind of good stuff. So anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it. See you guys in a couple days for the next one. Cheers.